What is up, guys? Zach Ginn here, and we are virtually wholesaling real estate live today. So what I want to do is a vlog style video where basically I'm going out here and virtually wholesaling real estate. Now, the first part of this series is going out here finding the best wholesaling deals. So this is the marketing part of virtual wholesaling. So what I want to do is kind of give a whole virtual wholesaling vlog series. I think everyone's been asking for a vlog like, hey, over my shoulder, watch me wholesale real estate. So here's my computer, here's a microphone so you can hear me, you got a camera recording me, and we are going to find some wholesaling real estate deals, baby. That's the whole point today. And so today what I want to do is I want to go out here and show you how I go out here and pull the best virtual wholesaling lists. Yes, I love X Leads. There is the best wholesaling software, but I'm going straight to the county and getting their data, which obviously is going to be the best data. And from there, I'm going to go and import into X Leads, get the skip tracing, and start cold calling and getting wholesaling deals. That's the whole goal for today. So the whole goal today is to get all the data, get it skip traced, get it organized, and just show how many of these awesome wholesaling deals are out there and how most of you guys aren't even going after them. Now, this is on YouTube. The main issue with this on YouTube is I can't show like everything. So a lot of the stuff's going to be blurred out, but you can kind of see it on the computer here. So that's the best way we're going to do it today. So I'm virtually wholesaling and we're going to be doing this deal. So the cool part is I'm not physically going anywhere. I'm staying here. So I'm in my office, right? That's what I'm doing. So this is the vlog. This is pretty raw, uncut stuff, but I just want to show you the entire wholesaling process, uncut, uncrazy edited. I mean, probably some editors on here, but nothing too crazy. So let's get into it. So right here, I'm pulling by far one of my favorite lists, which is the tax delinquency list. The reason I chose the tax delinquency list is they are not very easy to get. You usually have to email the list, and the majority of you guys don't pull the tax delinquency list. That's why we're going to start with it first. All I did was, you can see on my computer right here, hopefully y'all could see it well, but pretty much I'm asking for a list of all the delinquent taxes. So let me actually bring the shades down so the lighting's a little better. All right, so hopefully the lighting's a little better here, but right now we're on the computer here, and what you could see is, so first thing I did was I requested a list from the Brevard County Tax Collector. So I went to Brevard County Tax Collector. I just went on Google right here. I searched Brevard County Tax Collector, and right here was the Brevard County Tax Collector. There's not anything that says, oh, here is a list of people delinquent on their taxes. Like it doesn't pop up like that. It's not that easy. So what I did was I went up here and I basically found their email. So it was down, contact us, and I filled out all the information right here. And from there, they emailed me back and I asked for a tax delinquency list. And they said, go to search or pay online, click on reports, then click real estate. So I went to search or pay online. I mean, I'm doing it right now. Then click property tax or reports. I click on reports, then I click on real estate, and right here is the delinquent tax list. And I have these reports. So there's homesteaded properties, escrow. What I'm going to do is, this is the public tax roll. Let's look for delinquent cities, delinquent tax roll. Perfect. So right here is a list of delinquent taxes. So let's see, wait, there's real estate current tax roll. I'm looking for unpaid current year, unpaid accounts. There's delinquent tax roll list. So I'm going to do delinquent account status, all delinquent property. I press search. Let's see what we got. Cha-ching! We got the delinquent tax list. So let's, I don't know if these are still paid or not. Let me actually go to the property appraiser site here. Let's go to Brevard Property Appraiser. And let's actually just check this list at the property appraiser site and see how accurate it is. So we're going to go here. We're then going to go, as I see here, let's just choose a random property. Do we have the property address? These are all unknown. So scroll down here. This is from 2023, unpaid taxes on this property here. So let's just pick this one really quick and just check. So property appraiser, throw in the website right here, search it up, and I can go to taxes and we'll pop up the tax data on this property right here. And let's go see. So as you can see here, all the property taxes were paid, except for 2025. They have not paid it yet. I would not really consider that like a tax delinquent list because I mean, they're like 3 or 4 months behind, but that's not like big mega money. You like 2+ years delinquent. So that's that's obviously not what I'm looking for here. I'm looking for delinquents. So we're gonna go back out. We're gonna go out here. This is a tax roll list or delinquent tax roll. So I went unpaid accounts since 2026 is this year. So since 2024, unpaid accounts since 2024 or before that. So, all right here. Unpaid accounts looks good. We got the owner address, we have their name, and we have the property address right here on the right. So let's go out here and choose one of these. I love how there's so many unknowns. Like the government's so dumb. They can't, there's a lot of people delinquent though. This is actually a big amount. So probably what I'm going to do here, just to make it easier, I'm going to go by balance amount. Let's go by search filters. Let's do it by tax year. So let's sort by tax year. They've been delinquent since. So right here is 2024. So if I just check on some of these properties, it looks like, let's just look at some of these. Are these all in MIMS? I think it's by city too. Just find a random one like this one in Titusville. So let me pop up this property right here. Looks like this person's in Staten Island. So the owner right here, he's in Staten Island, and this property he owes $2,000 in taxes on. Let's go look at this one really quick. So if I look at this one in Titusville, Florida, we're going to see that this looks like maybe a cash flowing property. I don't know, but it's a townhouse, and let's go to taxes on this. And it seems like, oh yeah, look at this. It says prior year's taxes due. Payment for delinquent real estate taxes must be made in cash, money order, credit card. Tax deed payments cannot be made online or paid with a credit card. Ooh, money. So right here, what we're going to see here is this person looks like they were paying all the taxes. And then in 2024, they didn't pay their $2,000 and they haven't paid the taxes for this year too at $1,900. So this person's definitely someone interesting. I mean, this could be a probate. The person died and there's no heirs, and maybe it's a good wholesaling deal, right? I mean, this is a crazy situation. So this is definitely something that we want to be looking at, right? So these are the type of properties we like. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this report. I'm just going to download it as a CSV. We're going to do a CSV format, and we're going to download it, and we're going to make a spreadsheet on this. Now I'm going to do another county. This is Martin County, Florida. So it looks like the reports are going to be on the market. So I'm going to pull all the tax delinquencies for like 3 or 4 counties, and we're just going to throw them in here. So right here is a real estate report in Martin County. It looks like they're using the same system. We're going to look at delinquent tax activity, all delinquent taxes right here for real estate. Pop up right here. Search by, let's just do balance amount. Why not? Switch it up for this one. So these are these, actually, we got to put under, so this is for 2026 tax year. So that's kind of dumb, but balance amount, let's just do tax year they're delinquent. Yeah, let's do tax year they're delinquent. So it looks like there's 17,000 tax delinquent records. Now, some of them, obviously 2026, they haven't paid yet, which I don't know why it's going to be on the report here. Wow. Look at this one. These are properties from 2002. Martin County Property Management's the owner. That's weird. That's interesting. I mean, let's see if these were paid or not. Let's see. We could scroll by balance amount. So these are like $50. So these don't really count. Let's just go to like 2 or 3 years. See, a lot of these are going to be commercial properties. So this is all really dumb. Let's go out here and just filter this list out a little more. Let's filter it out for all delinquent taxes. This is a mess. Okay, I'm going to download this file too. This is going to be cleaned up. We're going to have to do that right now too. So let's rename this data set here. So this one, Dubrevard, tax delinquency. All right, now I got that list. We'll filter it out. And this is going to be for Indian River County. So we'll pop that up. So it looks like they're all using the Grant Street Group systems. So Florida's actually pretty easy to get this list. So we're going to go out here. We're going to go by public taxes, 3 years unpaid. That looks like a public delinquent list. I like that. Pull this one, search by tax roll year, or yeah, let's do tax roll year. So it looks like this one is people not paying since the year 2000, which is crazy. So interesting. It's crazy as people haven't paid taxes for years and years and years, and there's nothing wrong with, like, they're not even going after these people. So for example, this person right here hasn't paid in 2 years in Vero Beach, and they over $10,000. Now what's this LLC on the right? This is the certificate buyer. Oh, these are already sold, but they're not paid yet? It's a little weird. Why is there a buyer on these? I guess people are paying the tax roll list on this. They should be, looks like they sold the tax deed. All right, we're gonna do the public tax roll list. That's weird. Okay, date paid in full. All right, cool. So it looks like these already have buyers on them. So I'm gonna go by tax roll year list. Let's filter by, and balance is gonna be a problem too. So I'm gonna filter by anything 2 or 3 years because these should have been forced sales. Like this one, for example, this property, they haven't paid their taxes. So I'm gonna go out here. Let's look at the Indian River property appraiser. So this is the house, nice looking house right here. Let's look at the taxes. So tax collector record right here shows that they haven't paid their taxes in 1, 2, 3 years. So that's actually pretty good. Okay, that's actually good. Okay, cool. So I like that. So that's a good list. We're gonna download this one. I like 2 or 3 years because the tax deed sale sometimes will happen. So download it. So what I'm gonna do, because I am lazy, is I'm just gonna go to ChatGPT. I'm gonna take all these lists. So I'll just put right here are the tax delinquent lists for houses in 3 counties. Please organize this data into street address, city, state, and zip code. And this is important. Remove all records and zip code, and for skip tracing, and make a separate one. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this entire list and make it street address, city, state, and zip code. So we can go skip trace it, column, text the list. So the AI is gonna take all 3 lists, organize the data, and organize the addresses here. So they're good. The property address is right here. We have owner name right there. We have property address right there. Sometimes they're not done correctly, so that the AI is going to organize it pretty well. We got owner address right here. You see, should be good here. So we are going to let the AI take the data, analyze it, and then throw it in there. Now, I can make this a longer video. We can do the probates. We could do the liens. We could do all these other data sets. The probates are probably going to take a while to do correctly, so that might be a different video. But we could also do other properties. I mean, they're a little more manual to do, but not the end of the world. Maybe just stick to tax delinquencies today, but they're a pretty easy list to do. So load them all in, output a clean CSV, and let's see what this list is. Right now, many rows have street address. Most skip traces still work, but you will get better match rates if we parse it. So yes, please parse and standardize. All right, let it parse and standardize the data set. All right, so we got the data here. So let's go out here and put it in a drive. So the AI really messed it up. So they're having a wrong issue. So let me go out here and fix this. So these are all like mailing addresses. So commonly it's a problem with AI. So what we're going to do here is we're going to say, hey, this list is wrong. On the first list, the street, the address needs to be from quote. Now let's look at the first one. The first one should be from, hey, from this list, quote, public delinquent list, the street address should come from property address, not owner address. And the problem is they don't give the zip code, which really kind of sucks. The Martin County list use property address, and Indian River and Brevard they're using owner address. That's the problem. It needs to be under property address, even though property address doesn't have a zip code, right? Yep. Nope. Use property address. So that should fix it right there. And then the zip codes don't show, just have the AI actually run the zip codes for you, or use the zip code from the mailing address because they're usually they can connect them pretty well. All right, let's see if this one is working. So street address looks good. Looks like the zip codes aren't there though. So we're in a little zip code problem. That should be fine though. So it looks like all the full zips are working here. They just didn't get parsed right. And Southwest branch, street address. So we're gonna just, all right, we got the data set here. We're gonna upload this list. And I'm currently throwing this into XLeads to get their phone numbers. If you want the best wholesaling real estate software for under 97 bucks a month, go to xleads.com, and that's where I put all my numbers so I get skip traced. If you're doing like probates or something, like there's some like other like paid skip tracing softwares you can use, but basically just use XLeads, especially if you're gonna blast the list out for wholesaling. All right, so all the property information pops up right there. Got their phone number, so pop up an address, go to contacts, and boom, it pops up right there. I mean, even if you look, and these are confirmed tax delinquent properties, if you look at these on any other wholesaling software, including XLeads, like most wholesaling softwares can't find if someone's tax delinquent or not. They're using third-party sources like XLeads does, and so it's not as accurate just going straight from the source. Now, you can manually do this, and so for example, on like a simple address like this property right here, I go to cyberbackgroundchecks.com, and I can go out here and get the phone number that way too. And obviously you got the name right here. You got their phone number. You can call them from there. So if you want to manually do it for free, you go to cyber background checks. And if you're going to do it, I would go to xlease.com and do it right there. So call these up, cold call them. That's how you get a deal. So this is me over my shoulder doing the tax delinquencies. Now, if I want to do like the liens, for example, right, I can go out here to the, let's do Palm Beach because that's an easy one really quick. If I go like official records for Palm Beach, I go to the official records. I go by document. I can even pull the probates from here really easy. And I want to go by, let's do liens, and all liens in the past week. I can pop them up right here. Florida's actually pretty easy with this. And you got the street address, got all the information. Now this one's a little harder to do because it's a little more work. Like for example, this property right here has a lien on somebody's property. So the parcel ID is associated. So if I click this, I can go out here and find that this is the location address that has a lien on it. Now this is a bigger property, so obviously not. And it pops up right here on the lien data. So this is a lot more manual, but this is stuff in virtual wholesaling that's niche that most wholesalers overlook. So this is exactly how I start marketing in virtual wholesaling. Hopefully you like this little vlog I did here of just me pulling some lists, marketing, filtering out the data a little more so we go out here and get the best wholesaling deals. Guys, if you got any value from this video, do me a favor, make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and let's do the next vlog, me actually calling these sellers and getting a wholesaling deal.